Hey everybody, Jeremy Latchaw here with Makatawa Unmanned Systems, getting ready to fly the Mavic 2 Enterprise Duo. It is -1 degrees Fahrenheit in the Great White North. The wind chill, which is in my face right now, is a -26 is what it feels like. And it is brutal, let me tell you. But what we're going to do is we're going to test out the Mavic 2 Enterprise Duo and see how well it does in this type of weather. Because we all know that you guys that are doing search and rescue definitely have brutal elements that you got to contest with. So once we get this thing out, we're going to test it and see how the battery works, and then if the camera continues to work.
Take off.
So what did we learn from this? One, we learned that the self-heating batteries work. It was -1 degrees with a -26 degree wind chill. And it was about 18-mile-an-hour winds. The battery held up awesome. We were out there for about 20 minutes, continuous flight, no issues. So the Mavic 2 Enterprise dual zoom with the self-heated batteries, great for the winter. Awesome, works as planned. The second thing we learned is the FLIR camera's resolution doesn't quite pick up what we need it to pick up when it's -26 out. So therefore, the target needs to be a little bit bigger. So as you can look back at the video, you'll see me trying to fly the aircraft at about 10 feet away. Well, at 10 feet, my heat source on my face is the only thing you can see. So therefore, that target, the amount of pixels in that target to see needs to be a lot bigger. So when you look at the engine on the vehicle, you can see that fairly well at about 15-20 feet up. But you can't see my face at that level. And then when you spin around, you look at the building, can't see hardly anything. So therefore, what that means is, for those first responders and public safety officials, it's going to be hard to find somebody in the woods. But it's going to be probably a lot easier to tell a fire in the hot spots at the same time. So therefore, I can use it on a fire and I'll be able to see where the hot spots are, even at -26 degrees. But it's probably going to be extremely hard to see an individual when I'm flying about 100 feet up. It's just the dissipating heat source. By the time it gets up that high, it's not going to be able to read. So what are the two things we learned? Self-heated batteries, absolutely. The Mavic 2 Enterprise can fly in a -26 degree environment. Number two, the FLIR Duo part of it, it's going to be hard to find an individual when you're flying at, even over 50 feet. So if you're down around 10 feet, you're probably going to see somebody at some point. But if you're up to 50 to 100 feet, you're not going to see anybody. So search and rescue probably won't work with this aircraft when it's in the negative degrees. But on a fire, absolutely.